Hello, 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 Global Fairy Tale family. This is Obom
and Ana
with globalfairytale.com. We are excited to share with you guys. Well, you know what today is. Obviously, it's Sunday. It's the Memorial Day weekend. Labor Day. Why do I keep saying Memorial Day? What am I trying to remember? But probably the right holiday. So anyways, Labor Day weekend. And we're excited to come to you guys with the hot topic today. Someone that asked us to share the topic on sex. The sizzling topic of sex that is actually the number 3 reason most relationships go apart, or marriages end in divorce. Because the top 3, as you know, number 1 is what, honey? Communication. When the communication lack, then so goes the second topic, which is number 2, and that is money. And once communication and money goes, or there's a problem in both of those in a relationship, then obviously sex dies. So we're going to talk about sex, and we're going to share basically our philosophy about sex in a relationship, what we've done, what we believe, and how we actually, today. So we're going to start first with my wife and her view on sex, and our philosophy, and kind of what rule we've lived by in sharing when it comes to sex. So honey, go ahead and take it away.
Hi guys. So yes, let's talk about sex. One of the things for me and Obom, we decided that sex is such a sacred thing. And I grew up in a household where they said, don't have sex before marriage. If you want to have sex, make sure you have it with the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And Obama and I actually had this conversation very early on in our relationship, and we talked about that. And what we came up with is, we should save ourselves for each other when we have committed to being life partners. And so I personally know that we have made a really good decision for ourselves, because now when we do have sex, it's a very intimate, it's a very enjoyable, it's very it just unites you. It's such a great experience, instead of having sex with a whole bunch of people, or nowadays, because people go through relationships so often, and they believe that because they feel love, they need to give sex. And sex is actually not the problem, is that you're not allowing yourself the time to heal from a past relationship. So every partner that you have some kind of conditioned in your body where you're remembering certain things, because our brain is really funny like that. So when somebody does something and somebody already did it, then you're thinking of that person. That's just how it goes, So one of the things that we've just decided is this, we want to incorporate what we believe into our relationship, and that's what we have done. So we saved ourselves until we got married, and now we have sex a lot. So one of the things is, it's not a chore, it's actually enjoyable. And one of the things is, I've talked to a lot of people, and sex is actually a chore, something they have to check off their list. In our relationship, it's just something we do. So with that,
you heard it first there, folks.
I'm gonna pass it over to Obom so that he can.
Yeah, so our philosophy was really keeping it, because sex is sacred, and what we did was really address that and identify our beliefs, and understanding how important it was that when you have sex, you exchange energy, you exchange the most important sacred part of you with a person. So you don't want to really be doing that with just about every and anybody. I know some people have what they call the 3-day rule, or a 3-week, 3-month, 3-year. I call it a whatever, right? It doesn't matter. So what we did, we addressed that, and it was never really an issue with us. Now, granted that we are married, so we save sex for the marriage, and that was really our number 1 thing. But now that we're married, it's it's a regularly scheduled program in our house, right? Let's just say that. So no morning, no night, except for that one a week occurrence that happens for all women, or once a month occurrence for women that happens. We're at a minimum twice a day regularly scheduled program in this. It's like wake up and go to bed. It's the connection, because for us the gap was 7 years. So Ana and I met, we connected. I already knew she was going to be my wife. I told her that. She didn't believe me, but 7 years later it happened. Yeah, I was a little crazy, but what does that say about her? She's cuckoo crazy. She must like my Cocoa Puffs, I guess. So what happened for us is, we became friends and we got to know ourselves and each other very, very well, which was really the foundation of why we founded, Global Fairy Tale. It's all about helping you learn who you are, knowing who you are before you engage with someone else emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? And then we dated for 3 years, was engaged for 1 year, and once we tied the knot, well, hello, sex has been the hot ticket item on the table for a while. So it's now like we can't keep our hands off each other, but not like it really is. So it's amazing what happens, and every day it's a surprise. It's great. It draws us closer together, and that's it. So the first video we wanted to share about sex is for everybody to understand, because what happens is our bodies, we actually reproduce ourselves in the course of 7 years, but just the minute we've been talking here, our body actually we had at least 50,000 cells that died and 50,000 cells that was recreated in the last minute alone. So every day your body's producing and recreating cells, and every time you do that, basically it's called imprinting. You leave an imprint of yourself at a cellular level with everyone you engage in sexual intercourse with. So if you're saving yourself, and to do it right, then you're imprinting on a person, and you imprint and imprint, and it becomes not just a physical act, it's a spiritual, it's an emotional, it's a very deep connection. So for us, it's like plugging in. What a term, right? Plugging in at least twice a day, So for us, it's a very deep connection, and we get to grow together, and we get to do things together. We're always spending time together. And when you work out together, like we just finished coming back from boxing, right? You build up that erogenous feeling with each other. So when we get home, there's probably going to be some plugging in going on. Just saying. So anyways, sex is not, it's not just something you do for that physical act. When you think about the connection that you have with that person, it's the pinnacle. It's that, depending on your faith, what you believe, as, we're in the Christian faith, as I personally believe, that sex is used as that conduit connection to Christ, right? So it's where you experience nirvana, or the highest level of happiness. So you're supposed to have sex, yes, but in the right context with the right person. So with that, we're super excited. If you guys want to know, well, we're actually going to do more videos about sex and then what you do. But one of the things we agree on, as I closed out very early in our relationship, that sacredness of sex, no one should hold out on the other person, because that is a sacred, genuine thing, and a wife or a husband shouldn't hold it from each other. And because when you do that, you obviously listen to the Bible. It says her body doesn't belong to her. So if I want it, she doesn't, then compromise. If I want it, or she wants it and I don't, compromise. So we agreed, but we have not gotten to that point yet, because well, I don't know. I'm married to a hot tamales, and I don't know. I haven't gotten tired yet, and she haven't gotten tired yet, and it's like so cool, because when you can have sex with that person you love, it just takes it to the next level, and you get to experience joy. So if there's anything else we can share with you guys, hopefully. So the tip for today, the big tip here is, if you're single, see if you could, as best you can, promise yourself that you won't engage in sexual relations until you're married. When you do that, it really changes the psychology and the dynamics of how you, number one, respect yourself as a woman or a man, and number two, how you respect the other person. Because when you save it for that person, then you know there's that one thing for the person that you're gonna get married to, that there is one thing that no one else in the world can ever have or do with you, because of the sanctity of your marriage. And with that, any last thoughts, honey?
No.
No last thoughts. So the one thing we have for sure amongst each other is that sex. So, Right? So get married, but don't get married too soon. Get to know yourself first. And that's what we did. Got to know each other very well. And I'll say the relationship that's the most important to me and to my wife is not our marriage, but it's our friendship. Our friendship comes first and our relationship comes second. So the next step that we're going to talk about is the difference in the importance of friendship and your marriage or your relationship. So you guys take care. We'll see you soon. Happy Labor Day weekend, right? God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next tip. This is Obom
and Ana
saying bye for now.